Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving from the Wilson family.
Hello there and welcome to my channel. I'm Dominique and this is a day in the life of a mom in beauty school. Mornings are fairly quiet. I like to take a moment and just give thanks and take it all in. My little ones have already eaten breakfast, and of course, I'd like you to meet my little cat Pluto. He literally follows me everywhere I go. So I usually like to start off with some dandelion tea. It's a great way to detox the body and just prepare the digestive tract for a full day. So my little ones are upstairs. I'm making my tea. They've already had breakfast and of course made a mess. So here's me just cleaning, getting everything prepared, because even though they're out of school for Thanksgiving break, I like to keep them learning. I have a first and a second grader, so I've already set everything up for them so that I can do what I need to do. Laundry, and yeah. So it's been quite an eventful morning, and I got some clothes in the machine, and now I'm just going to empty the dishwasher, put the dishes back in there, and then get back to studying. Oh yeah, and my tea should be ready by now. Okay, now I know it seems like a lot, and of course it is a little bit more work when everyone's home, like during this Thanksgiving break, but if you are a mom especially, it's so important before you start beauty school to know that managing your time well is essential so that you can have enough time to study and things like that, of course, but also to take care of yourself. And now the fun part where I fill it right back up. By the way, if you yourself are a mom or someone who just has a lot of responsibilities and you're considering going to beauty school or you just started, I'd like to hear from you in the comments below of some things that you do to make sure that you're managing your time well. So today I decided to take a little course in hormones in the skin by IDI, which is the International Dermal Institute. They have these free webisodes which are really cool. It wasn't very long, as you can see it's about 58 minutes. I did half yesterday and half today just because hormones in the skin is definitely a sensitive area for me. I'm still learning about how this all is interconnected, and I just thought it was a nice break from my curriculum. I enjoy learning, and this is something that I'm definitely interested in understanding for myself. So this kind of gave my brain a moment to break away from what we're learning in school. For me, it's important to do that because if I'm constantly doing the same thing, I don't retain the information as much. So this gave me the opportunity to actually integrate more of what I've learned in school while learning some pretty cool facts about hormones in the skin. So she actually goes into estrogen, androgens. She talks about all the different types of steroid hormones. She talks about human growth hormone and how hormones change from puberty up through perimenopause, menopause. It was actually really interesting. She talked about the effect on melanin and how sun exposure affects us differently across the lifespan. So I thought it was actually really helpful. It actually reinforced a lot of the stuff that we talked about when we were learning about histology. And so yeah, those are my notes. I just finished that, and so this was pretty cool, pretty helpful. Learned some great tips that I'm actually going to implement right now while I'm in school. Just thought I'd share that with you. I think it's great to continue learning while we're in school because there's just so much to know. Definitely don't want to overdo it, but I don't think you can. I think if you're really passionate about something and it really speaks to you and you can implement it, like I said, this information about hormones in the skin, I am a woman of childbearing age, so it's definitely relevant to my everyday life, and it's something that I can embody now. So all the things that I learned, I'm more conscious of throughout the day of how, these different things affect, my hormones and how those hormones affect my skin. And so it reinforces everything I just learned. So pretty dope. So yeah, I just thought that I would share that. Another moment in the life of an SD student. This is, kind of my typical day when I am not studying, doing the mom thing, homeschooling. Even though my children are now in school, I still have that homeschool approach. So when they're not in school, like they're off for the week of Thanksgiving, and so I have them working in their skill builder books, so they can continue to practice the things that they've already covered, because I'm always very communicative with their teachers about what are they learning in school so that at home we can reinforce. So most of what they're doing right now is kind of review, and they're enjoying that. I'm going to get back to actually studying for school, because this week we're going over facial treatments. And so, yeah.